Hey guys, Mike Mackerman with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com. Right here at Jim Stoppani, in my personal gym or studio, The Gym, the JYM. So first things first, we're going to cover the power clean today. Now, years ago, when we first started doing these episodes of Workout 101 back in like 2009, the power clean was the very first video that I did. And so I want to cover it again now that we're in our new facility. We have the right equipment, we have the right environment to go over the power clean. First, let's talk about people who should and shouldn't do the power clean. Look, a power clean, in my personal view, if you can actually get the form down, everyone should be doing power cleans, all right? But form and technique are the most important things to actually understand how to do it before you even throw any weight on the bar. It's one of the most versatile movements that you can do to develop speed, power, and overall strength. It's a great movement that you can incorporate into just regular strength program. You can use it for cardio acceleration principles, just like in Dr. Jim Stoppani's Super Shredded 8, which if you guys haven't done that workout program, you can get it from jimstoppani.com. But the power clean has always been identified as an athletic movement for athletes. You see a lot of CrossFitters doing it now. You see a lot of people in mainstream fitness doing a power clean. The problem is that when you're in a big setting with a lot of people, whether you're a CrossFitter or whatever, technique isn't always managed and monitored, especially for people who know how to do it. So my hope is that people who do the power clean, want to do the power clean, is they can understand exactly how to do it, watch this video, and start applying some of the principles. So the first thing to do with the actual power clean, I'm going to use two different bars here. I'm going to use a bar with some weight on it. It's 185 pounds. I'm also going to use a bar, just an empty barbell, okay? So there's two different things I'm going to kind of show you guys. But the first thing to do is identifying the height of the barbell when you're doing a power clean. I see a lot of people who just throw the 10-pounders on here. The bar is only down here and they're trying to get set. That's not the first stage that you want to set up for. The first phase of the power clean happens in specific movements. Everything starts with what we call the approach, okay? And if you are being taught how to do these movements without these certain things in mind, you gotta start questioning who's teaching you, because if they don't know, chances are you're gonna injure yourself, all right? Power clean starts with the approach, identifying what the bar needs to look like. The bar must be at mid-shin height. If you look at me right here, the bar is right about mid-shin height, and that's the reason why we have these bumper plates. The majority of strength and conditioning settings should have bumper plates that are Olympic size standard plate height. This is a 45-pound bumper plate. This is a 25-pound bumper plate. They do make 10s and 5s. So if you're in the right setting, make sure that you're using the bumper plates that the bar is at the right height. Because the only thing other than the bumper plates that is at the right height is a standard 45-pound plate, which a lot of people just can't do. They have to start lighter. If you don't have the bumper plates, the idea is to get the bar set up onto a surface so you can put it up on boxes if you're just using an empty barbell or you're just using regular 10-pound plates, but you want the bar to be at mid-shin height. That's the height that you need the bar to be placed at. Identifying the height of the bar, step one. Step two, the approach. Every single bar has these rough centered ridges for grip and a smooth surface here. Some bars like this is more of a powerlifting bar to where it doesn't have the surface in here for grip in the center. So this right here is the type of bar you really want to use. Not every place has it. So if you do have it, every bar has this. What you want to do is that's where you want your shins to be, right about there. Some people get it really wide, some people really narrow. Comfort level is one thing, but ideally what you want is you want your shins to be touching the bar right in line where the rough to smooth surface is. Next, you want to grab the bar with an over grip, which means both hands go over. Now just in this position, you want to roll your wrists forward. As you roll your wrists forward, you're going to sink down to where now, if you look at me from the side here, you can see that my back, I'm not hunched like this. My chest is broad, my back is at a 45-degree angle. This is at an angle, this is at an angle. I have bend in both my knee and my hip. I'm flat, I'm in a power position here. My wrists are rolled forward because You want your arms to act like ropes. You're not lifting with your arms. You're lifting with the force generated from your hips, okay? So as you stand up, you have what's called the first pull. So this is the approach. The approach, you're stepping up, you're approaching the bar, you're getting set, wrist forward, making sure your feet, your heels are planted, you're sinking down to where you're in that squat or deadlift position. Your shoulders aren't rounded, your shoulders are back. You're sitting in a nice athletic stance. If I was playing linebacker or an outfielder or basketball, this is an athletic stance. You're not like this. You don't play linebacker, you're not in the outfield, you're not jumping like this. If you want to jump up for a rebound or anything like that, you're down here. The chest is broad, you have nice angles in your hips and in your knee, you're here. That's generating power. That's where you need to be when you're attempting the first pull. So the first pull of the power clean is just that. You're standing up, pulling the bar from the floor to your mid-thigh as fast as possible, okay? Now, it's not gonna look very fast because you have weight, but the idea is to generate force from here to here as fast as you can, okay? From here to here. You should be able to do that with perfect form before you ever add weight. Just that, first pull. Standing up, getting set, here to here. Not allowing your back to hunch, first pull. The second step in the power clean is what is called the transition or the scoop, okay? What that means is that once you stand up, and all these movements go together into one movement. I'm just covering individual stages. Once you're done with the first pull, you're transitioning your hips from here to here. You're standing up and you're transitioning and you're shrugging. At the same time that the scoop happens where you're scooping your hips forward and the bar is staying close, you gotta make sure the bar stays very, very, very close to your body. As you're here, the bar, first pull, transition, scoop. You're shrugging the bar. You're jumping up off the ground, literally getting your feet up onto your toes and lifting up from here to here. Jumping and shrugging. That's called the transition, okay? From that point, as the bar is coming up from that momentum, you're doing what's called the second pull, which means you're literally pulling yourself underneath the bar. What do I mean by that? I mean, as the bar is coming up, you're pulling yourself down to catch the bar up onto your shoulders and then standing up. This is called the catch phase. And the catch phase is when you literally catch the bar onto your shoulders. A lot of people, when they do the power clean or clean in general, they come up, the bar comes out here, it swings out from away from them, they come up, it hits them here, touches their chest, and then they come back down. A lot of people do that. They come up, you see them, here. That's not a power clean. Get your elbows high as you come up in the transition and the second pull. Coming up elbows high, bar stays close by your chest. As you come on here, pretend you have hooks on your elbows that you have to wrap underneath the bar. Hook, wrap, catch the bar onto your shoulders. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of people to actually understand the catch phase and where they have to catch the bar. The bar should land on your anterior portion of your shoulders, just like if you were to front squat. I could stand here all day with the bar on my shoulders and it should stay still, okay? From here, once you catch, is called the rack phase. And that means your power, you catch, you rack, you raise your elbows, you stand up to a full stay in position. Last phase is the release phase. If you have bumper plates, it's where you literally release the bar, step away, let it bounce, just like this. You come up, rack it, catch, release, clear the bar. That is a standard technique, is the release and clear. It's standard in any strength setting that has bumper plates. If you're in a gym that has them and some guy comes up to you, some trainer or gym manager, says don't drop the weights, tell them that they're an idiot, okay? Bumper plates are meant to be dropped. That's the reason why they have this thick rubber versus just the steel. So again, come up, catch, rack, gather, release, and clear, okay? So remember the stages, the approach, okay? The first pull, standing up. The transition, hips coming forward. Shrugging up, shrug. You gotta jump and shrug, get those elbows up. Once the bar is coming up, not in front of you, but once the bar is coming up, the second pull. Pull yourself underneath the bar, go underneath. Wrap those elbows underneath, get hooks on your elbows. Wrap them underneath that bar. Catch the bar, the catch phase. Catch the bar onto your shoulders. Once you're right here, stand up, gather, release, and clear. If you guys have any more questions about this exercise or anything else you want a workout program that utilizes this specific movement, please log on to workouttrainer.com, or you can ask me on Facebook, on the workouttrainer.com Facebook page, and we will get back to you with any questions you have. Until next time, guys, it's Mike McElwain. Take care.